pay restitution by this court, correct?
Yes.
And you were ordered to pay $6,000 per month, correct?
No.
What is your understanding as to what your obligation to this court is, sir?
It's in Your Honor's order. It's 30% of my income.
Now, when you were paying restitution, sir, how did you go about physically paying the restitution? Who paid it?
I don't understand what you mean by that.
Different payments were made to here in this building, correct?
Oh, you're asking who actually brought it to the window?
Who paid it? Yes.
Different people.
And how was that accomplished? Did you direct them to do that?
What do you mean?
Did you tell them, hey, my restitution is due, go pay it? The people that brought it to the court, sir.
I probably did that the first time. After that, I think it was pretty well known that I had to pay by the 15th of each month.
And who paid that, sir?
Different people.
Okay. Did all these different people knew that you had to pay by the 15th?
I think everybody in Michigan knows.
Okay. But everybody in Michigan, hopefully, I don't know if any of these people that are sitting here rushed down to pay the restitution on the 15th. So somebody, a particular somebody, had to actually come to the court and pay, right?
Yes. I paid my restitution. I would either mail, the dollars, mail. Well, I guess we'll get to that.
That's what I'm trying to find out.
Yes. No, there's nobody that paid it, like came out and paid it. I paid it.
You paid it.
I paid it. But as far as bringing it to the window, because I was told by Brett Roach in the interview prior to that, what you're talking about, the real interview, that it would be better for me to send the dollars to Detroit and have somebody take it to the window instead of you mailing it directly to their department. He said that it would be better if I brought it in so it can be registered in the time frame allotted. And we see from missing a few hours how much of a news story that creates.
Let me show you, sir, what I've had marked as exhibit number 55, which is a register of actions that documents your restitution payments. It's exhibit 55. Sir, if you can turn to pages 5 and 6 of that document that I've handed you. In the back, it has a list of restitution payments at the bottom. Do you see that?
Yes.
Okay. And you see where it says 1029.08 was your first payment of $20,000.
Yes.
See that at the bottom? And that was what you paid at the time of sentencing. Is that correct, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
And then your next payment is on 3/13/2009. And that's for $22,000.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you tell us how you paid for that?
For $22,000?
Yes, sir.
I borrowed money from some people to pay it.
You borrowed money?
Yes.
Who did you borrow money from?
Objective relevant, Your Honor.
Your Honor, we're here to find out what access he has to funds and to cash.
Excuse me, borrowing money is not the same as earning money. Borrowing money means you gotta pay it back. You know, if somebody's willing to loan you money, they're gonna have to be paid. So it doesn't make any difference if somebody on a one-time basis or maybe 2 or 3 times or whatever it is, loans somebody money. How does that show that he has access to that on another occasion? You can't just simply extrapolate and project.
Why, Ms. Ringus, would it be relevant to bring up
Your Honor,
a public citizen now into this hearing? Do you know who this person is, or you
I
just?
have no idea what
Right,
it is,
so-
but someone, Your Honor, someone is paying for his restitution. And he's claiming to this court that he has the inability to pay. Well, he in fact is not paying for it himself. Absolutely it's relevant. When Mr. Schwartz talks about that a loan is not an asset, Mr. Schwartz, I guess, never took any accounting classes, but if you took accounting classes, he would find out that you have assets and you have liabilities. When you have the cash on hand that comes from a loan or whatever source, you know what? It's an asset. And there's a corresponding liability. So when somebody gives him money, he has an asset. There may be a liability that he has to tell the court, you know, Your Honor, I have this money, it's cash, it's an asset, I'm disclosing it, but I also have a liability because I have to pay it back. We're here to find out what that is, because money just keeps on appearing and people just keep on giving. So we need to find out. That's what this whole hearing is all about.
Okay. The objection's overruled. I think it's relevant. Go ahead.
Who did you borrow this money from, sir?
I paid it back already.
Okay, who did you borrow it from, sir?
I'm gonna take the 5th.
The second payment, 4/14/2009. It's a $6,000 payment.
Mhm.
Okay. Where did that money come from?
All the rest of the money came to me.
And you paid for it yourself, sir?
Yes.
And you send the money to individuals, as you said here, to come and pay for them?
Well, I mean, a couple of times, as you probably can see in some of the checks, that there's some people who you see me writing a check to. They paid the money and I paid the money right back to them. But none of the people had did it longer than a week. But how my checks fall, Mr. Ringus, is I'm paid on the 1st and 15th of every month. And so if I don't have it, 30% of my check, if it's $10,000 after taxes, that's only $4,100. And so if I have to pay $3,000 that day, I may have 1,000, I may have 2,000, but then someone helps me with 1,000 and I'll pay them back.
Okay, so let's just try to focus on one at a time. So let's focus on the April 14th, sir.
I paid it.
You paid it with a check from your own account.
I guess, yes. I don't, yes.
Okay. What about the 5/18, the $2,500?
Same.
You paid it yourself?
I believe, I definitely paid all of these myself, so I don't know if you can see a corresponding.
Did anybody loan you money to do these?
I don't know which of these. I may have gotten $1,000 from someone, or $1,500 from someone. But it was tough making that payment. It's very tough making that payment every month.
It's very tough making these payments every month.
Yes.
So that applies to, again, 5/18, which was $6,000 and 4/14, right?
Yes.
You paid for that.